Epic Gaming Night, and I'm going to be doing an unboxing of 5 Minute Dungeon. It's a real-time cooperative game for 2 to 5 players, and let's take a look. So, the cover art here is not final. This is a pre-release edition copy, but I think that art is pretty solid. I really like the graphic design overall in this game, and the art's pretty amazing. It comes with a short little rulebook here. It's a pretty straightforward game, and it plays in 5 minutes. Very much like a speed, like trying to figure out all the different guys. I haven't had a chance to play it yet, but we're going to try to play it tomorrow. So I'll definitely look back at giving you guys a review for that. But simple, straightforward rulebook, read through it. I feel like I have a pretty good grasp on the game. Let's take a look at some of the bosses you get here. This is the Baby Barbarian. Basically the way this works is there's a bunch of different dungeon levels, and the deck of dungeon cards gets bigger based on the character that, or the level that you're at. And you first start with the Baby Barbarian, then go to the freaking Dragon, and then you go to the Grim Reaper, and then you go to the Zolog Gorgon, and then the Dungeon Master. If you can beat all the rest of the dungeons, you face this guy. I actually really like the art on this guy. It reminds me very much Final Fantasy-ish. And then we have our character boards here. There's a Barbarian, and these are all double-sided. Barbarian and Gladiator, and then a Huntress and a Ranger, then a Thief and Ninja, then a Paladin and Valkyrie, and then the Sorceress and Wizard. So there's a whole bunch of different characters you can play as. There's different special abilities depending on the character that you have. So you can decide which one you want to play in between those. So cool little thing there. Then there's also the decks for each player thing. This is what you're going to be going through quickly, trying to find the right cards to defeat the monsters and beat the dungeon. So it's kind of cool. I like the way that the graphic design on this, they have it like set out with the different decks. So that way it like looks like a dragon a little bit. But each one of these is going to be different for the different class of characters. And let's take a look at the Ranger one here. So it's very like simplistic graphic design on these, but that's awesome for like a real-time game where you're slinging cards and trying to beat monsters and stuff like that. But yeah, pretty cool stuff. And then there's a bunch of special ability cards that different characters are going to have different ones, which actually do different things. And the icons are all very simple and easy to read, which is important when you're trying to do things fast. And then you have your dungeon deck. So this is what you're going to be delving through. You put a different number of these in play depending on what level of the dungeon you're at. I think the boss is the very last boss, the Dungeon Master, is the entire deck, which is like 40 cards. But then when you're facing the Baby Barbarian, you only use half the deck. So the game scales up in difficulty depending on how deep you are into the dungeon. But the artwork on this is pretty solid too. All sorts of different stuff. There's a bunch of things that is supposed to be funny and like different things going on. Like there's the Warrior Princess and a ghost and just all sorts of different things you can run into and different people. They'll have different special abilities and the different things like that. It seems pretty cool. There's also this deck of like event cards where you put 2 of these in for each player that's playing the game, and that helps scale everything. But overall, it looks pretty interesting. I'm super excited to play it and check it out. One of the things I really like is the fact that there are male and female characters for lots of things, and the females aren't dressed all crazy, which is a plus. I have a wife and daughter that likes to play games, and they like to have respectable women that they can play as when they play these games. So it's super awesome to see that this company is doing that. But make sure to check out 5 Minute Dungeon. I'm going to try to do a live playthrough of this. Maybe tomorrow, but I have no clue when you're seeing this. But check out my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Epic Gaming Night, and see if you can see it there. We'll see you guys next time.